Greetings, fellow Death Cultists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, Episode 50, Waste Planning. I'm taking Avalka off of doctoring so that she can do more research. Because she's been, like, feeding the paralyzed, or the legless. And, it's kind of a waste of her time. I want her to be on the ground pen scan. Okay, it's time to set some fire. Naked speed, no hair. Alright, I think we already had naked speed. Yeah, we had naked speed, and ghouls don't have hair, so, like, that's not a thing. Yeah, I can't insert the guests. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. So there's no one to scan for a bit. That's fine. Carthrain, you are... So the bears are going to take a while to get here, just because they are way to the east, giving me time to set fire where I need fire. Major mildew and fish pickles, eat some meat, and then we'll get you into position. So you wanted Salamander to be a slave, but first he has to be a blood bag. And that means medicine being used. Yes. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Guests. You're here. Ghouls. You're here. Should have set the fires a little sooner, but oh well. Should be fine. Carthrain, wow, they already stole your gun. I should have forbidden it when he put it down. Already got hauled away. But it should be pretty easy. So I'm having the guests do the work, because why should I lift a finger if I don't have to? I mean, the bears are barely gonna make it in anyway. Yogi. Wait, no, not Yogi. Smokey. We have a lot of smoky bears here. Only you can prevent forest fires. They're doing a really piss poor job of preventing forest fires, to be honest. Because, you know, they're like catching fire and then running in the forest. Yeah, Zleb, what do you... He runs in to, like, haul a bear to the stockpile, and then as he arrives, he becomes cube obsessed and was like, oh no, never mind, I'd rather... It's like, oh, get out of here. So I'm removing this area from the inside home zone, because it's causing the colonists to do stupid things. There is a big old pile of corpse gas here. So my mercenaries, I'm gonna have like move away. Now, never mind. There, now natural healing is off cooldown. Who needs it? Interesting that no one needs it. What about Salamander? Yeah, Salamander needs it. If Salamander's gonna become a slave. Hit up Salamander. So pretty much this fight's over. Oh, really? You killed his shock? Well, that's dumb, but whatever, I don't care. A scar or a temporary shock condition? What's more dangerous? Well, that fire trap worked well. I'm going to have Major Mildew prep the north fire trap. No, it requires you to actually hold the door open. There you go. And then I'll have to just rearm the bottom one. Pods arrived of all of my lovely... the fruits of my lovely labors. And he's just going to manually break that limestone wall, because ghouls don't know how to, you know, unbuild things. Deconstruct ain't part of their ability set. And we're clear. Pretty much all the bears burned up. Oh well, we didn't really need it. The room is hot. There. The room will cool down like over time on its own. So put in the straw matting and repair anything that get damaged. Done. Easiest quest ever. Okay, now that that's done, we gotta kill the cube. So anesthesia is going to be issued to everybody. I'm just going to use herbal meds for it. Or everybody that is cube obsessed, I should say. Okay, so we have 4 people that need to go down for the count. I'll leave this bed temporarily. So rest, 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 rest. If the obsessed were locked together in a room, would they turn on one another? Yes. Because they just go berserk. So they turn on everyone. They don't, you know, there's no... It doesn't work like that. Nope. Put that down. Okay. All the cube obsessed are now sedated. Good. And she's destroying the cube. Alright. Zleb, Crackhead, Carthrain, and Jazz are unconscious, so no problem. Done. I'm glad I had that shard. Current goal, craft better gear. So, Vaca. Go back to research. Try to get Plasteel Ground Pen scan. Oh, this door needs to be opened. Fish Pickles, you're closest. There. Now we have a valid path into the base, and yeah, perfect. So how are these guys coming along? Salamander, Twitch, Gelos. 10. And then as far as beliefs, there's still a little ways to go. The conversion ritual will be off cooldown in just a minute when Jazz is not unconscious. Good. So as soon as he's up, as soon as everyone's up, we can try to do another conversion. Martyr, thank you for the resub. Cheers. Also reminds me, ghouls. Ain't nobody care about that now. All right, did I miss any? I did. Missed that one. And missed that one. Okay. All evidence of the cube is gone. So the side trainers, I'll put in Avalka's death rest chamber. She's the only sidecaster, so that makes sense to me, at least. And we have a lot of hauling left to do, but I'm not going to like high priority haul. We'll just get to it when we get to it. All right, come on, Avalka. I believe in you. We have a guaranteed find very soon. I want either steel or plasteel. That would be awesome. Zleb and Skyra are going to change beds. I want to cluster my slaves together. Zleb doesn't really need a bed because he doesn't sleep ever. And I haven't forgotten about the Grey Flesh, but until more sloughs off, there's really no progress to be made. And if it sloughs right next to Lara, that answers my question of who it is. If it's not next to Lara, then we'll have to, you know, do some surgical inspections. That is a funny faction name, Fugu Fueg. Some temporary faction. Everybody's up. So let's convert Twitch first. Twitch's expectations are quite high. How's that compare with... whatever, we'll just do it. I don't think it's gonna work. It never works. My conversion efforts always fail. They just do. I kind of wish that expectations weren't a driving factor for conversions, because they are late game conversions, like, just don't work. Expectations have to be low. Oh, except for when it's masterful. Alright, so here I was complaining. I shouldn't have. So now Twitch is masterfully converted to our ideology, and we can recruit him. So Gelos and Twitch are being recruited, and then Salamander's being enslaved. Wow. Seriously, was not expecting masterful. All right, the southern fire trap is all reset and ready. Awesome. Jazz has 5 signal chips. We don't yet have standard mech tech. But once we get standard mech tech, it might make sense to make use of those. There's a lot of research that I'd like to get done. We're guaranteed fight 91%. Max are still hauling in the steel. We have a lot of steel. That's good. One thing I'm missing from up here is a invisibility detector. I just realized. Let's check all gates. So yes, 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 yes. Okay, yeah, that was the only spot that didn't have invisibility detectors. Slaves can never do research. They're incapable of research. So there's no point in embedding great intelligence into slaves for research. Slaves never do art. They never do research. Wardening, that kind of stuff. It tells you somewhere. I forget where it tells you. Maybe it's here? Oh, I forget where. Work tab? Well, I wonder where the tooltip for slave is. I forget, but I just know that they can't research. Or art. Gets disabled. But mining's fine. I'm going to start hauling in the things that are going to decay otherwise. It will be really nice if Ivalka manages to get a little bit more Psycast power. I mean, she did get skip, which is awesome, but more the merrier. And both of you have shield belts, right? Yeah, they both have shield belts. Good. So they could be bullet sponges, too. Do I know medicine yet? I do have medicine production. Do I have a drug bench? No. Well, let's get one of those. So I'm going to move the styling station and put the drug bench there instead. I'm gonna have it be a bioferrite drug lab. That sounds fun. So cloth. Herbal medicine. Trimmy in here. Because we're pretty low on industrial medicine. It wouldn't help to kick that back up. Wouldn't hurt at all. So we'll make until we have, let's say, 50. And drop on the floor. And so that it counts, we'll have a empty spot below it. Another thing I don't have here is chairs. So maybe I'll make some armchairs out of plain leather for the spots we interact with the most, which would just be honestly the fabrication bench and the drug lab. So one of the advantages of bioferrite, it's still flammable, but it's less flammable than like wood or steel. And it's tough, but not worth much. So it makes for like low valuable but hardy construction projects. I'm only using it because I have bajillions of it. You know, I have 800 and something bioferrite right now. How much do I have? 861. Still interrogating Lara. Haven't gotten anywhere with that. Gelos is down to single digits. Salamander has yet to convert. And then Twitch is down barely at all. Sheep join. I'll go send my animal handlers out to deal with that. Actually, you know what? I'll keep them. Slaves could use wool. So, sure. And I have Skyra who does animal handling. I might sterilize them, but yeah, I'll keep them. Raffled for their names. Oops. So we remove... Oh, God, I keep clicking the wrong thing. We moved the pollution that was down there. I still want to remove the pollution... No, we already got the pollution around here. So we only have pollution up here that Fangface is managing. Nice. We're almost done with jump packs, and then I'm going to... Actually, I will pull for what I do next. There's sort of two ideas that I have, and I'm not sure which one I want. So I'll let you guys decide. Alright, so jump packs are done. What research to do next? Biorefining and transport pod or IEDs. So biorefining and transport pod will allow us to get rid of, and I guess that's what I'll queue up now, but it's not to say I prefer it. That will allow us to get rid of this mass amount of toxic waste packs with relative ease. And IEDs, if I went with IEDs, would allow me to make dead life traps. So another way to deal with raids would be to set up a few dead life IEDs in here and just have my ghouls punch the IEDs, setting them off, and raising shamblers to fight for me. So they're both decent choices, and I figured you guys could pick between the two. How am I up to guaranteed fine 97%? How unlucky am I? Jesus. Oh, and the U's already pregnant. Because of course you are. Hey, Zleb, you want to be a doctor? Let's have you practice. Yeah, I mean, I figured that would happen. It's practice, right? Ooh, psychic soothing for females. Surgical inspection results. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to sterilize. Yes, I didn't think the gray flesh was in one of the sheep. But now at least I know for sure, right? Alright, you guys want bioferrite, biorefining and transport pods. Copy that. Has this helped your medical skill? Yeah, you leveled up. Nice. I am going to suspend this, and then he's going to try again tomorrow. He's maxed out, basically, for the XP he can get for today. Are there any genes I want off of fish pickles still? No. No. I mean, I would take, like, poor social or whatever, but it's not worth putting them in through the scanner, I think. All right, sheep time. Oh, look, the same people just keep winning. Going to change the layout of the gate a little bit so that we have quicker access to the craft room. Oh, Zleb's out. Wow, you left. Too bad about that shock lance. You left, I kind of wish I could arrest you. Because you are leaving with, like, a lot of our stuff. But there's really no way for me to stop you, because you informed us of your departure when you were basically departed. The Irish exit, if you will. Bye, Zleb! Took the shock lance and the thrombo gear and just... Yep. Oh, my hemogen is kind of full. So I think what I'll do for these guys is only blood feed for a bit, because I just don't need more hemogen. Got 2 shelves full. Or soon to be almost 3 shelves full. All right, I'm thinking now that we have a little bit of like calmish downtime. That's not what I meant to do. It might be a good time to provoke the void once I'm done dealing with the sheep, so that they can't, you know, bear. There we go. I don't want more. Alright, biofuel refining is done. That was quick. And that is going to lead us to transport pods. So if we wanted a biofuel refiner, I'm not really sure where the best place is, right? Because they don't really benefit from the tool benches. And most of our meat's going to be stored around here, but it's really cold in there. So maybe like here in its own room. And then I'm going to need chem fuel storage as well. And I'm going to want chem fuel storage that is not, doesn't have a conduits near it. So I could put the chem fuel just like across the way because there aren't like a lot of active conduits there. It just is going to have some pretty weird dimensions given the restrictions to the area. That should be okay. Little chem fuel depot. Alright, I can work with that. That doesn't even really need a door either. Do I have fire foam? I don't, no. Where are the pods going? Well, if the chem fuel is being stored here, maybe I'll put the pods... yeah, that's a good question. I could line the pods down here. The chem fuel doesn't need to be, like, immediately adjacent to the pods. I could also do chem fuel refining here, pods here, something like that. I kind of like the pods in the center of the base. Maybe I'll change my mind about that. Because steel is being stored over here. One of the advantages over here is components and steel are being stored over here, so it's closer to rebuild the pods. So if I did their transport pods around here, I could do chem fuel refining here. And chem fuel storage here. I go over with that. Let's move this little. It's a bit of a long run to move the waste packs, but that's going to be a problem that I only really have once, unless we elect to take on other people's wastes again. I think it's also a good time to expand the research room a little bit, so I'm going to take the opportunity to use that. Cables aren't near here, so that's fine. Because I'm doing more limestone projects, I'll start cutting limestone. Really? You got confused again, sheep? Now the other issue is I don't have a lot of food in this pen. I could set up a barn for the animals as well to just offer them yeah, I'll do that. To offer them a little bit of corn or something. Because if you are setting up a barn, you want the animals to be able to... You want to be able to fill the barn and... Yeah. Move these beds out of the way. And put the corn or whatever it is somewhere where it won't decay. Oh, that's funny. That should be big enough. One thing I'm surprised is that there isn't like a trough. Right? Something I would have expected the game to introduce by now. I can even keep them sleeping outside. It's not like it gets cold enough for them to need to be indoors. Alright. I think once this is done, I'll probably provoke the void. Do I have two Noblas? That's confusing. Alright, I'm going to rename one of them. I don't need Nobla the horse and Nobla the sheep. Or ram. Converted! Wow. That was faster than I thought it would be. Salamander is going to be enslaved though, right? So let's look at their progress. 4.9, 17. Got it. All right. So we have some tree cutting that happened. I'm fine with tree cutting because our wood amount is low. Once we get a few more trees cut, I'll cancel that. And here is our chem storage. It's chem fuel. There. Chem fuel storage. Finally, a humidity break. So Twitch has broken. Gallows hasn't yet. All the foot traffic made the research room nasty. How have I not had... What, seriously? Guarantee found 100%? What, am I just not allowed to find ground minerals? Game, please. Alright, Vodka, go use the ground pen scanner for like 1 second. Steel. Well, that's at least useful. It is not usefully close, though. Oh my god, that's far away. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, which originally streamed live on Twitch, June 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow cultists.